This video I'll share with you my most Facebook ad experts, why most dropshipping e-commerce experts are full of. And you can see on screen, by the way, before we get into anything else, I'll share with you. So these are the results we're getting right now for our own business. So you know exactly the information you're taking is valid and solid. Now, I'm sharing this from the perspective of people claiming that they're experts, claiming to get certain results, but there are few dimensions to that. And I'm sharing this from the perspective of hiring people who claim to be experts and who claim to be very knowledgeable. And I'll share with you a few of the things that you should pay attention to before you hire any of those people. First of all, there are people that, for example, had some minor success with advertising or with anything, right? And they use that small success to position themselves as experts, right? And for me, the way I understand expert is someone who was able to do something not once but many times, and ideally not only for themselves, but also for other people. So, when you go to the dentist, right, and you're expecting something to be done right, most likely the good dentist, that you would go for a long time, that person would have a hands-on experience, doing, for example, fillings, right, many times. And because of that, he gets how to do it, right? He knows the most efficient way to do it. He probably follows all of the guidelines and the things that are working right now, so they can, get you the best results possible. Whereas if you compare it, and if you make a parallel to our space, where everyone is claiming to be an expert, they had one success. It's like a dentist that done one filling. He didn't have that practical experience and the real basis to claim they're experts. And so we hired people based on kind of their public perception, how they position themselves, and oftentimes these are highly paid people. So for example, we brought some people to help us and get us perspective and even get hands-on some of our ad accounts. I mean, those have been disastrous. And so when you hire any of those people, always verify their track record. Ask for at least 3 references. So if 3 people can say some good things about the person and their professional experience, then that's good. If they cannot source at least 3 people who would say good things about them, it's probably not the best person to hire. So think about this always, and always work with with people who have repeated same thing again and again, and who have delivered results again and again, seen different perspectives, a different experience, succeed in different environments. So these are the people that you wanna work with. Another way you can differentiate someone who's real expert, for example, you see what they're posting online and how they position themselves. If it's all pretty much about the lifestyle that they have, right, about the cars that they have, the possessings they have, right, basically the materialistic stuff. If person would focus all of their attention on that side of things and how they're perceived, they wouldn't have time, unless they have tremendously good team, to be a real master of what they do. This is again this is one of the lessons I've learned the hard way, working with people who've positioned themselves they know how to position themselves. They know how to kind of make this perception that they know their stuff, and they're typically very expensive, so they know how to charge higher prices for their services. And it's fine, to pay I always try to pay premium for whatever I'm getting, and get the best I can get, but only if you're getting the results. Think if person positions themselves as kind of lifestyle is 90% of what they do, and they don't create anything valuable content, they don't share their expertise. It seems they don't have a good strong team behind them. It's most likely they would not be able to do it by themselves, and the most likely they don't know what they're talking about. So that's very important point. lifestyle is, I mean, it's important, you know, like you have to share some of the things that you do, because that's how people relate, and that's how people associate themselves with you, and they trust you more. So that's totally fine. But if that's the majority and the main focus of the person, that's what you have to watch out for. So the third thing you have to watch out for, if the person who's selling you that doesn't have like a real business. I mean, they're not applying their own information to their own business. That's a red flag. Well, someone is simply having like education business, right? Which is awesome. I mean, education business. I have education business. A lot of the people have education businesses. Like Ezra Firestone has amazing education business. Russell Brunson pretty much built his real software business on the backbone of like education business. But those are the people that are practitioners, right? And so you have to watch if people who give you advice, if they're actually following their own advice. That's like very like red flag. So first, like if they focus all of their attention on the lifestyle, if they the cars, watches, like jewelry, houses, if they don't apply their own knowledge to their own business, whether they have been able to repeat what they do many times over. So if you just watch out for these three factors, then you will hire true experts, and you'll hire people that will truly take your business, or whatever area of life you wanna improve to the next level. Because these are the things, and these are the things that I have personally made a lot of mistakes for. I've hired people that I shouldn't have hired. I've hired experts that I shouldn't have hired. So just wanted to share this with you. Take these three things into your arsenal when you are checking the person that you are going to hire, and you will make much better decisions. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you.